There's currently no one in the sport of professional bowling collecting more hardware than world number 1 E.J. Tackett. Today, the reigning PBA Player of the Year is on the hunt for his 5th title of the season here at the 2025 PBA Tour Finals. Next on CBS Sports Network. For the second straight year, the PBA Tour Finals comes to you from Steel City Bowl and Brews in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Sold out for 2 straight days, just like last season. To see the top 8 bowlers in points on the PBA Tour over the last 2 years compete over 2 days of live coverage here on CBS Sports Network. We have 2 groups of 4 bowlers, each starting positioning round play today. We'll see who gets the top seed for each group. In Group 1, 2-time champion of this event, E.J. Tackett, joined by Hall of Famer Bill O'Neill, 2-time Tour Finals winner Kyle Troup, and newcomer Graham Farr. In Group 2, defending champion Anthony Simonson, 7-time Player of the Year Jason Belmonte, Andrew Anderson, and Marshall Kent headline this gathering of bowling superstars on display over the next 2 days. And with that, we welcome you to the Lehigh Valley in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And all these Randy Peterson fans here. It's Dave Ryan alongside the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson. It's going to be a lot of fun here on CBS Sports Network. 2 days, 9 hours of coverage for the 9th PBA Tour Finals. Bottom line tomorrow night, Randy, when the dust settles, we'll have a PBA Tour champion.
Yeah, you know, Dave, 8 of the best players in the world over the last 2 seasons on full display here. And it's spearheaded by world number 1, E.J. Tackett. In 2025, smashed it once again, led the tour in points, earnings, average. Here he is capturing the world championship once again. 4 wins, 2 majors, 10 telecasts this season, and just a couple of weeks ago, a runner-up finish at the playoffs. He is the man to beat in this event.
At one point this year, E.J. Tackett, a tour record 7 straight TV shows. He's been incredible, a lock for a 4th Career Player of the Year honor. Now, 4 guys have won this event twice. That includes Kyle Troup. He's ready for a big weekend. He has a 300 game in this event as well.
It seems like every time Kyle needs to resurrect a season that was just kind of so-so for him, he does it here at the Tour Finals. Here he is in 2023, beating Chris Prather when he averaged 267. Like you mentioned, a 2-time winner. He's looking for his 1st win of the season.
Troup, there it is ready for a big 2 days here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. We're ready now to meet the bowlers in Group 1. Let's go to our lane level announcer, Mike Jakubowski.
He is the first Canadian to win a PBA title, a 2-time PBA champion, the number 8 seed, Graham Farr. He owns 12 PBA titles with 2 majors, the number 5 seed, Kyle Troup. A 15-time PBA champion, the number 4 seed, PBA Hall of Famer, Bill O'Neill. He owns 27 PBA titles with 7 majors, the 3-time and reigning PBA Player of the Year, your number 1 seed, E.J. Tackett.
You've met Group 1. And when we come back to Bethlehem, PA, it is time to bowl. A 2025 PBA Tour Finals get underway. Group 1 positioning round next on CBS Sports Network.
The PBA on CBS Sports Network is presented by Go Bowling. For friends and family fun, log on to gobowling.com to find a center near you.
Great crowd in the center, and before our show, tailgating scene was fantastic. Get your merch. Hall of Fame legend Norm Duke will join us in the broadcast later today, was signing autographs. Another legendary Hall of Famer, Kelly Kulick, leading the line dancing out there. Kelly is sitting on the show. PWBA superstar and Hall of Famer. Normie is here, and we are ready 2025 PBA Tour Finals. Take a look at tonight's oil pattern, powered by Kegel on Pete.
40 feet, Amelin Monticelli, the Hall of Famer, on the right, and the other Hall of Famer, Johnny Petraglia, 46 feet on the left. Urethane in play on the right lane. Look for those players using that type of equipment to play farther out. On the left, look for the players to be playing more towards the middle part of that lane on the longer pattern.
Dual oil patterns here at the PBA Tour Finals. An added challenge for our world-class bowlers, beginning with this guy. About to be PBA Tour Player of the Year for a third straight time. That'll tie the all-time record. And a fourth time in his career. Walter Ray Williams Jr. and Belmo have each won 7 times. That is the #1 mark in PBA Tour history. Good start. Bill O'Neill, local hero and the Hall of Famer, gets started here. So each bowler 2 games. The top 2 will have a 1-game match to see who takes the top seed in this group. All 4 bowlers will appear tomorrow in stepladder group finals. We have 3 shows for you tomorrow, 5, 7, and 9. Later this year, good start for the real deal. Fantastic bowling programming coming your way. And Graham Falk is about to throw his first ever ball at the PBA Tour Finals. Our only lefty.
Our lone left-hander. No traffic on that side.
Breakout year for Falk. First time he'd won on tour. 9 years. Oh, not the start he wanted, for sure. What a tough split to deal with. Kyle Troop. Birthday coming soon. Wedding coming soon. A lot of big things happening in KT's life these days. He'd like to add a PBA Tour Finals title to the list. Well, a busy summer ahead. He gets started. Nice.
And as mentioned, urethane on the right lane early.
Our first split, our first show. Here's Fogg. 4-pin stands, open frame. Event format, top 8 players. Talked about top of the broadcast, last 2 years on tour in points get here. So it's an elite by invitation only field. Qualifying round today are 2 shows on CBS Sports Network, 5 and 7 Eastern, leading the stepladder finals and the championship. Tomorrow, Tackett looks hot to start. First 2 strikes for him in his first game up 2 out of the gate.
No urethane for that man.
About an hour-and-a-half drive for Bill O'Neill, a Philly area guy, excited about the Eagles Super Bowl championship. And he told us yesterday, I'm past that. I'm thinking about a repeat.
Beauty.
If any of the players on tonight's show bowl a perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion.
Good chance of that happening. The last 2 happening in this event, the Tour Finals, by Jason Belmonte.
We've seen a lot of 300s in this event, Randy, you and I.
Kyle's had one.
The last 4 300 games on TV, official 300 games, have been at the PBA Tour Finals. Chris Fye in 2021 in Detroit. Kyle Troop 2022 up in Seattle. Belmo back-to-back in Seattle. The last one, the 35th all-time televised 300 game. It's been a while. It's almost 2 full years since we've seen perfection on TV. What's better than 300 game? It's awesome. Billy told us yesterday, kind of felt the pressure of bowling close to home last year. Wanted a better showing. He'll have up to 10 family members here tomorrow. That looks good. It's never easy bowling close to home, right? A lot of family friends here.
Certainly can add to some anxiety. We have family and friends watching.
No worries for this guy. Our top seed. He's won this event twice. Shots like that on the screws. 27 titles.
Human ATM the last 3 years on the PBA Tour.
Amazing. EJ and Simonson, the only two to compete in all 9 PBA Tour Finals to this point. This guy's bowled really well in this event. He said it was yesterday. I'd give my season a B grade. I could upgrade it to a B plus A minus with a win here. He'd love to finish. This the last live televised event of the season on the PBA Tour with a win. Each bowler 2 games at least. Top 2, 1 more game. Wanted a strike in the left lane. Leads a 7-pin.
That 46-foot pattern, you can see just how long that pushes down the lane before it starts to make that right-hand turn. And there's the result, the ringing 7-pin.
EJ for the front 4. You better believe it. Rocks of the rack. And it just destroys the pins. Nothing but shrapnel remaining there. So 2-year point totals. Graham Faw does make the cut this year. First time he's made an appearance. Marshall Kent not have a great season, but a really good 2024. So cumulative point totals puts him in. He made the finals a year ago, bowled really well here.
Well, Marshall was second in points last season. This year was dismal. That's the only reason why he's here, is because of 2024 and how great he was.
That's a cool format. So 2-year total of points gets you here. And EJ's point total, look at that. 2 years, almost double the rest of the field over the 2 years. It's amazing. He has been lights out now for 3 years in a row. O'Neill Hall of Fame this year. You were there. What a night for Billy, right?
One of the best speeches ever delivered by William. It was fantastic, so entertaining, so funny.
See Kelly Kulick there, Commissioner Tom Clark. Lee and Chris DeZant, the proprietors here in Bethlehem. Such great hosts again for all of us this year. 7-pin for the lefty.
Graham has the entire left side to himself, and all the right-handers are perfect.
We've had big numbers in this event. Off to that kind of start here today. True. Ends the streak, 4-pin. He will not, for now, have the 36th all-time 300 game on TV.
Tackett, O'Neill perfect through 4. Graham has yet to double. 2-game total pinfall. 1 and 2 will bowl a 1-game match to determine the top seed for our step ladder tomorrow here in Group 1.
Four-pin for KT, no worries there. 5th seed overall. Troopers won this event in 2020 and 2023. 5th appearance for O'Neill at the PBA Tour Finals. Best finish last year, close to home, was 3rd. I said this yesterday, feels great about his game right now.
You know what's great is when you throw a shot that you don't really like and it still strikes. And that's what happened to O'Neill right there.
Tackett talked to us, Randy, yesterday about the preseason 2023, where he practiced harder than he ever had. He was tired of losing. Want to turn things around. Has that ever paid off? Stays right on the money again with a great shot. Front 5 for Tackett. Preseason the last 2 years, he told us yesterday, certainly different. The birth of his son Tripp, who's now 18 months, and taking over a bowling center. He and his wife Natalie in Indiana, multiple pro shops. A lot more on his plate, but he feels just great about his game. as does this guy, Kyle Tripp. Looking for help, doesn't get it on the 10 pin.
Messenger in front.
Turn 34 next week. Would love to give himself an early birthday present with a win here in Bethlehem. Packy Hanrahan, the only lefty last year. And Graham this year, of course, Packy two-hander. Ball wants to get going here. Not the bucket, but still three standing. Doesn't have the look. Not yet, anyway. Whoa. Wait a minute. This on a 10 pin. Cal didn't like it. Apologies for that language there. It is intense out on the lanes. Fall wants three, gets three. Good mark. One strike for Graham. That was in the second frame. Timeout Bethlehem. Packed house, great crowd, great energy underway. Positioning round, Group 1 on CBS Sports Network tonight. Back here in Bethlehem, PA, Steel City Bowl and Brews. Kelly Kulick is here along with Commissioner Tom Clark. KK the legend, great broadcaster as well on our PWBA broadcast on CBS Sports Network. 10 women's bowling titles, 6 majors, 1 PBA Tour title, a PBA mixed doubles title as well. First woman ever to win a regular PBA event and the only woman ever to win a major on the PBA Tour. 16-time member of Team USA, absolute legend. Great to see Kelly here. This guy on fire out of the break, keeps it going. Front 6 for EJ.
And getting back to Kelly Kulick, one of the greatest ever. Spectacular career.
Still bowling well, made some bowl TV shows. Most recent PWBA event, made 2.
O'Neal looking to stay perfect through 6.
How about 6 for 6 for the real deal? Sure. Originally from Guelph, Ontario. That's about an hour away from Toronto. Now lives in Urbana, Ohio. That's better.
Second strike on the right lane for Graham. Still trying to figure out the left.
Three times he has won the PBA playoffs. He would like this to be his 3rd PBA Tour Finals title. He said to us yesterday, that'd be pretty cool for social media. There's some help on the 10 pin.
How about it?
Just enough to knock it down. Clean wipe presented by Dude Wipes. Not bad, Randy.
Little wipe on the 10 right here. Look at that. No fear, all clear.
O'Neal for the front 7. Looked high.
Man.
Ooh, almost a big 4. 4, 6, 7 split.
Yeah, I kind of like that one. I actually like that one. Dang it.
EJ, 2-time champ of this event. Tries for the front 7. And missed the mark.
All right, you got the 10 out, though.
2, 4, 8.
Hey, Jay.
Tough split, O'Neal. 6-pin stands. Open frame.
Dang
It's
it.
all about pinfall over 2 games here for these bowlers. Top 2 will compete in 1-game match to see who wins the group. 1 Group 2 stepladder finals tomorrow. Those 2 winners then square off. Championship show, 9 Eastern tomorrow night. And we crown a champion. You need to have this sort of qualifying positioning round on TV. And 8 superstars take center stage over 2 days. 7 for Kyle. Nope. Inside. 4, 6, 7. Seen that before.
Another good shot.
Yeah, it looks like the urethane balls are starting to check early for the righties on that right lane. EJ doesn't have to worry about it. He's a couple of area codes left of them. And a ball change now for Graham on the left. And his first double.
Looks like a good move, RP. Punches the 1-2 pocket. Truth, top split, 6 stands. Loses count. First of 2 guaranteed games today for each. But all 8 will be back tomorrow. Stepladder finals for each group. This year, the Hall of Fame. What an honor for him. And he'd hoped he performed better at the TOC. All the emotion of the induction, kind of overwhelming. Rick on the 2-pin.
Early hook on the right for the urethane balls and a little push now on the left.
EJ. No break in the 9-pin. EJ's 32, has 27 titles. A couple years ago, Randy, you and I have covered bowling for a long time. I would have said even EJ doesn't have a chance to catch Walter Ray Jr. with 47, the all-time record. Now, it's a discussion.
I think when Walter Ray Williams Jr. was 32, he had six total titles.
How about that?
To his credit. And we all know what he went on to do in his great career.
41 more. 41 more. And if you're wondering, 17 of Walter's 47 and 6 of 8 majors came after he was 40. And EJ's 32. Some records in sports you think are insurmountable, unreachable. It's a real possibility. A lot more wins for EJ. Love to get one of those here in Bethlehem. Bob finding the look he wants on each lane.
Let's keep in mind, though, back then there were more tournaments to bowl and more opportunities to win.
EJ and Jesper Svensson, only multi-winners this year on tour. Tackett trying for his 5th victory of the year. He's won 2 majors.
How about Jesper just absolutely killing it the last couple of events out here? Wins the TSC for 100 grand and then the playoffs for another 100 grand.
You might be watching back home, moving to new home right in Sweden, we heard from Kyle. So good luck there, Jesper. Hope it's all going well, getting those boxes unpacked. O'Neal. Doesn't look happy or comfortable, but he's striking.
Come on.
Bill, the front 6. That's his 7th strike of his first game. Tackett at the front 6 as well.
266 match score for Tackett. O'Neal 255. Graham Fogg quietly moves into 3rd.
Good shot, 10-pin. Back in 2020, this was Kyle's only win ATV had a good season. Didn't get a victory, but man, he'd love to cap off 2025 with a win here.
Fa with the strike here will definitely move into third. 9 spare, and him and Kyle will be tied. Oh, man. There you go.
Late help on the 9 pin. Down it goes. A little bit of a slow start. Catching up. No miss this time.
After that slow start, he can strike out for 235 now, Kim Graham. Troop's max score looks like 204. What a turnaround. Fa getting off that slow start, splits in the first, but late four-bagger.
O'Neal.
Oh, man, did that thing hook.
Way high. 4-6-7.
That's pretty good.
Third time we've seen that leave here in game one.
Light, high. That was really good.
Tap for Tackett. Oh, bump of the 10 pin, down it goes.
And it looks like EJ's going to take game one. Remember, 2-game total pinfall.
Oh my. Billy just pulled that way wide left into the channel, and a whiff hurts the pin total.
And Graham Fa can actually move up to second now.
That is a shocking miss.
And with all the urethane going down the lane on the right, that lane's just going to get better for Tackett because it's going to drag oil down the lane. He doesn't have to worry about the front part. It's going to drag oil, which is going to create hold for him.
He has found his spot, very comfortable. One more for Tackett. Tap for Troop. Oh! Just enough for the 4-pin. Down it goes. One, two. We'll have him in the booth and on set. A few moments here on CBS Sports Network. Tackett finishes it out. Huge game, 266 for EJ.
Come on, Troop, 2 more, let's go. Let's go, Troop.
Once again, max score for Troop 204. Graham Fa can strike out for 235. Nice ball change for Graham on the left.
Perfection.
What a year for this man.
First win in 9 years we talked about. So the last few years have been trending up, but did not expect this kind of breakout season. Open for a strike here, which he's got.
There's second.
And he goes around O'Neal up to second.
Kyle's going to look at another ball.
Let's go, Troop.
Last shot, game one for Troop. That looked pretty good too. Low 4 for Kyle. Fa opening the first. Strike, 9 spare, 9 spare, 7 spare. And the 5-bagger. Hit it, the 10. Another one.
Great finish for Graham. Said one of the biggies in turning his career around this season was buying Specto and practicing with it and getting all those numbers and just all the data that comes with it. It's really turned his bowling life around.
It's a big financial investment. And his wife Jen looked at the numbers, talked about it. He said, I think this can really help, and man, has it ever. He gets all the data. Why he misses, why he makes great shots. It's an incredible tool for bowlers, and Graham Foss taking advantage of that with shots like that. What a finish. 7 in a row to finish game 1 for Foss. He's got a 235 game. And second place through 1 game. Good look at Tom Clark there. Underway from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, the 2025 PBA Tour Finals on CBS Sports Network. All right, Randy, the frame of the game presented by Beatbox. Break it down for us.
O'Neal gets up in the 10, splits right here. Fails to cover any of the 3, 219 closer, and what a finish by this man, Graham Foss. 266 was your lead score. That was E.J. Tackett. Graham right there in second. Great finish by Graham.
Frame of the game presented by Beatbox, the original party punch Beatbox. What's your flavor? Please enjoy responsibly. Coming up, Group 2 coverage on CBS Sports Network. PBA Tour Finals positioning round. Again, Simonson, Belmo, Andrew Anderson, former Player of the Year, and Marshall Kent, a finalist here last year. Simo won it all in 2024 in this building, trying to repeat the feat. Here in the building, the legend, Norm Duke, is with us.
Thank you.
They're saying
Glad
Duke
to be
for
here.
you.
Hey.
40-time titleist, Hall of Fame legend, number 3 all-time, PBA Tour history in titles. So what do you make of this event? Something I know you didn't compete in, but pretty cool to watch, right?
Oh, it's very cool to watch, and to know that you had to do it for 2 solid years. It's not like a couple of months you had a roll. You had to do it a rolling point list for 2 years to get here. And there's only 8. So if you're in the top 10 and you're on that bubble, you aren't thinking about it. You got it in your head that you want to be here.
Yeah, and let's not forget the fact that it's dual patterns. And if there's any player that knows something about winning on dual patterns, it's this guy. Winning back-to-back on dual patterns. Norm, what's the secret?
Well, the secret is to not remember the other pattern when you get up on the front, on the one you're playing with. Hey, look, it's so hard to separate what you're doing, especially if you got some versatility in there.
Right.
And you're playing one lane maybe 25, 23 mile an hour, and the other one maybe about 14. That's the hard thing, is to completely separate them in your head. Make only the shots you need.
I asked you a moment ago what you're doing these days. So not bowling much at all, but you are golfing. What's going on with Norm Duke's life?
Well, I tell you what, a lot of relaxation. I didn't realize it, but Randy, there is a great life after bowling. It's wonderful.
Well, it's great to see you. When you talk to the young bowlers these days, there's some superstars in the lanes, and you're watching what E.J. Tackett has accomplished, about to win 3 straight PBA Tour Player of the Year awards. It's a lock, right? What do you make of E.J.'s run? What do you say to a guy like that?
Well, you know, first of all, I didn't think it was possible with Belmo in the field. When I left the tour, I thought, well, there's nobody going to do what he's doing. Well, Tackett seemingly is one-upping him even. Sorry, Belmo. I know he's in the city and probably watching this. And well, Tackett is the man to beat right now, and that's just the way it is. To watch him grow over the last 10 years. Quick thing is, he showed me a picture when he was 14 years old when he was at a clinic of ours. And I saw it. Of course, I didn't remember him. But he said, Norm, this was one of the things that got me really excited about going on the PBA Tour when I grew up. And, man, is he taking advantage of that.
What makes him, Norm, what makes him so great? If you could put your finger on one thing, what would you point out?
Well, mental game, if you only give me one thing. But to say that that E.J. Tackett's only got one thing, no. He's got it all, otherwise he wouldn't dominate in this fashion. No chance. You have to have an answer for everything if you're going to be on his level or Belmo's.
Stick around with us. Join us in the booth in a minute.
Oh, sure, I'll join you.
Can't wait. A lot more coming your way. Group 1 positioning here. The PBA Tour Finals in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania rolls on CBS Sports Network. Bill O'Neal back in action when we return. Let's flash back. July 21st, 2019, Red Rock Hotel and Casino in Vegas. After tying 1 game apiece, E.J. Tackett knocked out Jacob Buckdrift in a 9th-10th frame roll-off for his 13th PBA Tour title. Remember, now has 27 of those. His second PBA Tour Finals win in 3 seasons. 2017, 2019, and emotional E.J. Tackett. Barbasol. Not a shaving cream for E.J. that day in Vegas. Happy celebration.
All right, let's go down to the floor and talk with Game 1 leader E.J. Tackett. E.J., talk about your strategy for the dual pattern.
Yeah, actually I was fortunate enough to be able to use the same ball on both lanes. Put a little bit of surface on that Pride Liberty to start out with. Was trying to chew up the lanes a little. I figured I was going to throw it in the left lane, but it ended up being really good on the right lane. So I just ended up throwing it on the both and just kind of chased it a little bit on the left lane especially. I felt like I was kind of creeping every shot there, especially towards the end. But we'll see what Game 2 holds here and do that same thing.
All right, E.J., thanks for your time.
Thanks, Randy.
266 for E.J. in Game 1. Fought, went around O'Neal with a nice finish. 235 for Graham. In his first appearance here at the PBA Tour Finals, O'Neal, and there's Kyle Troop at 204. Norm's in the booth with us. And O'Neal begins his second game.
Come on, Billy.
With Belmo, won this year. Ralph Holman doubles title. Part of his Hall of Fame career.
He's getting in there now. Pretty big move left on that left lane to start here Game 2.
On. Yeah, he started with non-reactive, Randy. And when he makes a move that big, you know he's changed ball.
He's been using non-reactive on the right lane.
EJ's got to really hurry and miss the mark. Ooh, 1, 2, 6, 10. Oops. Unusual leave.
Oh, my God.
O'Neal didn't like it. Well,
Terrible.
he's okay, right, Norm? He got it.
As long as he hits it, right?
All matter.
Spare shot. That's a lot of pins down there.
Ooh. Okay, so 6 then up.
He's human.
Brian? Yeah, happens, right? Occasionally. All right, Normie, how does Kyle bounce back after a tough first game?
Well, you know, in his mind, he's not trying to bounce back. He's trying to just get it going. Once he gets it going, oh, my gosh, you know, he can make so much ground up in a very short period of time.
Like to start right here, Normie. And does so.
Yeah, he was talking to Chris Schlemmer a little bit. In the 10th frame last game, he finished on the left lane, and he threw 3 different bowling balls. They made a choice. I think he likes it.
Let's go, Graham. Come on.
Chris Schlemmer, part of the Storm group, and acting as a tour rep here for the Tour Finals. Chris, actually the brand manager of Rotogrip.
Graham Fogg starts Game 2 where he left off in Game 1.
That's an 8-bagger now for Graham. Wow.
Red hot finish. First game continues.
Come on, EJ. Let's go. Come on, EJ.
235 for Fogg, 266 for this guy. In Game 1, you can see the score there to the left of the updated score in Game 2. Oh, hey, there's some help for the 10-pin. Well, guys, it's the clean wipe presented by Dude Wipes.
The what?
It's a clean wipe, Norm.
Okay.
By Dude Wipes. If only they had Dude Wipes back in the day for you and I.
I know.
They have them now.
Real deal. There's some more help.
That looked like a ball change now in the right lane for O'Neal. Looks like he's gone to reactive. And he has gotten out of the urethane. But for this man, it's urethane on both lanes.
Yeah, the hardest thing for Bill O'Neal is to stay up with Troop and Tackett because they burn lanes up so quickly that if he's not keeping up with it, he'll find himself in the nose.
Graham Fogg won in Delaware to begin the season. His first victory in 9 years. As the 3 seed, beat Michael Davidson, Nick Pate, and Jacob Buttriff, the top seed. 277, 200 for his second title. Troop would like this event to be his first championship of 2025.
Troop's out of the urethane as well.
Yeah, they're all out right now except for Graham Fogg, who is left-hander. He only has one player on that side. he basically can just make his side better and better and better and work off himself. The other guys, they're fighting one another.
O'Neal looks for a double. He's got it. O'Neal's playing a lot of golf these days, so is this guy. Is he the best golfer on the PBA Tour?
EJ's barely playing any golf. He's got a bowling center. He's got a toddler. This guy has no time for anything.
That's high. Almost crosses over. And the 3-6 up for Tackett.
Barely has enough time for the spare.
And that was a ball change for Tackett as well on the right lane.
They said it was yesterday, Normie. Free time? What's that? Any free time? Bowling Center's doing well in Indiana. Pro Shop's doing well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about his 4 pro shops.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah, nice comeback call.
There we go. Come on.
First 3 for Kyle. Crowd favorite.
Yeah, and that's displaying just how good he is. I mean, when he gets up for a spare shot, it doesn't matter what ball he's throwing. He's going to throw it right, dead straight, right behind it, and he's going to spare everything.
He's lost the right lane.
Tour rep Brett Spangler talking over.
Here's a guy that's not lost.
Drop and give me 10.
In a row.
10-bagger.
10-bagger over 2 games. First 3 here in game 2 for Fall. It was on fire. TV for Graham, the win in Delaware U.S. Open, USBC Masters, Tournament of Champions as well. Big season for Fall. He told us yesterday by far his best on tour.
Ball change on the left for Tackett. How about a guy who shoots 2-6 out of the games, lost both lanes?
And he's using different color balls every time he throws it down there. I think he's just using the color that, he likes.
It's amazing how things turn around, how quickly things turn.
Looking for the turkey, does it Brooklyn style. Next up, Prospect Park.
That thing went sideways when it got to about 45 feet.
Yeah, I don't think he saw that coming, and now he is going to be just as confused in the head as he could possibly be. Here's that spare game again. Good luck with those 2 pins.
It's cooking down lane, Normie.
Yeah, he's not a big guy, right? He hits the ball a mile on the golf course and throws it 100 at those spares.
Yeah.
Amazing athlete.
He is an amazing athlete. Reminds me of Randy Peterson.
Yeah. What?
Kyle's got the look, looks for the front 4 here. That crosses over and almost goes Brooklyn as well, 9 pin.
I hope that was really funny. The only fucking person laughing in the whole bowling center.
Apologies for the language.
I've never heard it.
Never said it.
Never heard it. Graham all of a sudden is by far the favorite.
Oh, lefty. Lots of room out there. Keeps it going.
And to think of the start he had 1 strike the first 5 frames, game 1.
Yeah, he's spotting the field 50 pins, and now he is by far the favorite.
6 frame on, perfection. How about that, of his first game?
Yeah, the good thing about O'Neal is he got that Brooklyn, or that nose dive, whatever you want to call that crave hit.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that that's going to be enough. I mean, when you're that lost, that you're almost going Brooklyn, you got to almost get lucky now to fall into something that's going to rival what Graham Fa has right now.
So left lane, your guys, four-bagger O'Neal. No help on the 7.
And just as lucky as the shot before it was, that was as unlucky.
I thought that ball would move a little more on the back end. I mean, his shot and Kyle Troop's shot on the left lane, the last two, both look like they labored down. They're trying to get inside, and they're trying to get that push, but they're getting a little bit of wiggle down lane as well.
All right, Tackett guys look perplexed after his last shot. Trying to get back in the rhythm and get a strike fest going here.
There goes the red one out of play.
Lots of choices.
Tackett 31-pin lead going into game 2 over Graham Fa.
About 12 in a row. Come on, yes.
How about an Andy Barapapa 300 game?
Wow.
And there is your new leader through a game and a half.
How about that?
Yeah, and an Andy Barapapa 300, you know, we used to count those because that's a 300 game, but not in the same game.
Over 2 games.
Yeah, over 2 games. You got to love it when a man counts them all, right?
Yeah, to think he was worried, guys, about his first ever PBA Tour Finals appearance. In our discussion with him yesterday, he said, I'm a little nervous. Graham has worked for the nerves, clearly.
Yeah, you see it? You see it labor down there?
Yeah.
Sorry. That's the same thing that I noticed before. His ball just labored right before it gets to the pin. That's why he shoots a 10-pin.
Definition of a flat 10. So after catching fire, now Kyle's questioning the look. Lots of transition. The only guy who's in command is Graham Fa right now. He has been awesome. Last 7, game 1, front 5, game 2. And Graham Fa is on top now in Group 1. Underway, the PBA Tour Finals on CBS Sports Network. Conclusion of game 2 coming up. The 2025 PBA LBC National Championships are underway in Chicago, but you can still get in on one of the 5 remaining weekends. Registration is open to bowlers of all skill levels and from all centers. You can compete in singles as well as optional doubles and team events. Even combine your scores with the pros. Enter today at pba.com/LBC tournament. You could win this trophy. That's right, it's the Duke.
Oh, that's awesome.
You look good at
It's a fake smile because I don't get to take the trophy home. I'm about to have to give it to somebody.
It's quite a likeness. That's awesome to have your own trophy.
Pretty cool.
Way cool. Pretty heavy, you said, huh?
It's got to be 40 pounds or more.
Oh,
it's
really?
solid bronze, and it is heavy.
Oh, nice one. All right, out of the break, let's see how his bowlers respond. Group 1 qualifying. This is a position round. Top 2. Face off 1 game on this show to determine the Group 1 top seed.
EJ Tackett juggling more balls this game than a circus clown. Going back to, looks like he's going back to what he started with in game 1 here on the left lane.
What a World Series of bowling it was for EJ. Spectacular. Little loft here, left lane. That comes in high, gets a nice break and all down.
Yeah, a little off there, Norm, to try to delay a little bit of hook down lane.
Yeah, he got that about a foot further out on the lane, trying to delay it, but it's still almost through the nose. He got lucky. If he can bounce his feet in just a little more and get that thing in the pocket, he's going to be liking it.
Troop on back-to-back 9 spares. That's better.
Back on the strike train. Still swinging.
Today's game, they get so many strikes that they're never really out of it. I.e., you know, Graham Fa last game, he had like 50 pins below and he ends up catching the leader.
Graham, as we talked about, originally from Guelph, Ontario. Still urethane, and the streak is over.
There's a urethane 7.
Yeah, 12 in a row over the first 2 games.
What a run.
Tackett for the turkey. 7 frames. Nice. On the screws.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Thank you.
Spare ball, 7-pin, no worries there. Graham did not grow up playing hockey, you might imagine. He currently hosts a hockey podcast. He's a huge fan. Couldn't give us his choice on Oilers or Panthers in the Stanley Cup final. By the way, did you watch that last night?
I did not.
Unbelievable.
No. I was on the plane, but
overtime, Panthers, Ice Cats won it. Tied the series at 1. He's met Paul Maurice before, the Panthers head coach. Graham has. He's got a little rooting interest there with the Panthers. Come on. But being Canadian, kind of hoping the Oilers win too. Win-win.
well, when you're Canadian, you are a hockey fan. That's just the way that is.
He's going great here today, Normie. The front 5, 9 spare, 6th frame. Back-to-back 7 pins.
Back-to-back flat 7 pins. What a time for that to start happening with E.J. Tackett clawing his way back into this 2-game match.
Back to Drew. That's the target. 4-pin stands. Could have been a lot worse.
Out of trouble, out of wood.
Yeah, I think he's still got last shot on his mind.
We'll see all 4 players again tomorrow, guys, so nobody's out of it yet, but obviously the most enviable position's that #1 spot in a stepladder format. Although our stepladder format will involve race to 2 games. We'll all see that live tomorrow.
Can't wait. Group 1, Group 2 play in the last show tomorrow night at 9 Eastern here on CBS Sports Network. That's a race to 2. And the winner takes home the PBA Tour Finals title.
Pretty good.
Not quite a flat 10 there.
That was a pretty wild flinging messenger coming across there. Big shot here, though, for E.J. Tackett. Off the gang, will it hold? Oh, yeah.
Sure will. Tattoos the rack. Those pins had no chance whatsoever.
And he'll finish game 2 on that left lane.
4-bagger for EJ.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
Uh-oh.
What is going on?
We don't know. I've watched Bill for so many years. He's on the Dallas Strikers, or he was, until the end there, and I just have never seen him have trouble with spares, ever.
Guys, here's the deal. No matter what Graham Faw does, if E.J. Tackett strikes out, he'll be your #1 seed. Hello, solid 8.
Yeah, that's when you go half 7, solid
Right,
8. I mean,
right.
now it's like you got no middle. You got
Yeah,
the edges only. Bless his heart.
Makes sense to no one.
True 9 spare, 3 of his last 4 frames. That's a lot better.
And again, just to reiterate, #1 seed will be determined after this. Our 1 and 2, after 2 games, total pins, will have a 1-game match to determine the #1 seed for tomorrow's stepladder.
Eight pins, solid again for Graham. Taggart looks for the 5-bagger, the nickel here. His 9th. Second game.
And just when he looked like he lost the pair, he's found it again.
Yeah, he chased it on the left lane, so he moved his feet in and got it all the way around. On the right lane, however, he kind of stayed where he was, or maybe even moved a little right, squared it up a little bit.
Saw the max scores. Head toward the finish line of game 2.
.236 max score for O'Neal now. Troop can still shoot .248. It looks like it's shaping up for 1 and 2 to be Tackett and Baugh for a 1-game match.
3 straight 9 spares for this guy. There's a Trip 7-pin, down it goes. And he breaks that 9-spare streak. For a double. You better believe it.
Tell you what, we've seen a lot of ball changes in 2 games.
Yeah, but if you want to add them all up to go to the four players, that's a lot of bowling ball. Hey, if you're a tour rep right now, you got a big job ahead of you. Nice shot, just a little late, I think. And
there was. He peered that one, Normie. Frame for AJ. Loft again, left lane. Doesn't quite hold off. Good shot. 4-pin.
That was good.
Just missed it, Norm.
yeah, he liked it. He liked it. He just caught it all, and it overhooked on the dry area.
Billy's wondering where that was a little earlier. Trip 10-pin there. Attack it.
Again, it matters none who wins and who finished second right now, because they're going to bowl a race to 2 to see who is the top seed. We're just trying to figure out who's 1 and 2 and who is 3-4.
Pretty cool event, Norm. Everybody comes back tomorrow. It's not one and done. We asked the guys about that yesterday. They really enjoy the fact that they get 2 full days of TV at least. And for the 2 top bowlers from the 2 groups, they go on to that Race to 2 championship. Tomorrow night, 9 Eastern here on CBS Sports Network.
Yeah, it's almost like they get a free shot, you know, when you don't do very well on day 1, you get to come in and try to get on a roll on day 2.
.222 for EJ. 488 total for Tackett. 2 games.
It's averaging 244. We'll take that.
O'Neal at 452. Troop and Fostel up to finish here game 2 for their totals.
If you ever do get a tattoo, I'm going to get Tat That Rack.
Are you?
Yeah, right here. Tat That Rack.
Are you saying you're not a tattoo guy?
No, I don't have one.
I can't see any here. But
if I get one, it's going to be Tat That Rack. I like that.
Could be a cool retirement project for you, Norman.
Maybe not.
KT to the 10th. Good 10 pin. Good start to the 10th frame. Well, I'd say, Normie, the lone lefty's taking advantage of having the entire side to himself.
There's no doubt about that.
Been solid. Oh, 9 pin. Tough break.
Yeah, the last 3 out of 4 shots he's made, especially on that lane, he looks like he's made the right moves, he's made the right adjustments, but nope, this is bowling. They don't always give you what you think.
The first 2 in the 10th, he could have taken the #1 spot and gone around EJ, but Tackett right now is the #1 bowler through 2. Troop finishing his 2 games up. That's how you do it.
Yeah, he's testing the waters with bowling balls right now. He's trying to find something that he can go to tomorrow that will last for a couple of games, at least. And he's got to do that on both lanes. Same right there. You know, he's just looking for that pocket. He didn't care about the spare.
We the champs, AJ.
488 Tackett, 460 for Fa. We might have a tie here for third.
Third and fourth, yeah.
With a strike here for Troop. In that case, a 1-ball roll. So let's see. No, never mind.
Maybe.
This is a 246 game. So he's got a 450 total pinfall. 2 games. Tackett, Fa, O'Neal, and Troop. In that order, through 2 games, underway with Group 1 qualifying, and Randy is joined now by the Group 1 top 2 seeds.
All right, Dave, thanks. After a 2-game match, it's going to come down to 1 game to determine our #1 seed for the stepladder finals tomorrow. Graham, I'll start with you. After a really tough start, man, you really found something. 12-bagger, and then all of a sudden, this 9 spare stuff started popping in. What change did you make with this one match against TJ?
You know, the left lane is going to be the most important one. I'm striking a lot on the right one, so we're hopefully going to get my urethane ball through the pins a little better, and it's going to take some strengths.
All right, Graham, thanks. EJ, great start, 266 out of the gate, and then started juggling a lot of bowling balls there towards the end. What is the right combination to capture this 1-game match?
Yeah, I think I found the right ball on the right lane. The left lane, I needed to not change balls and just move further left. So, you know, go out there, bowl, and get a game, and 5 really good shots on both lanes, and see if we can grab that #1 seed.
All right, EJ, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Randy, EJ, thanks. All right, Normie, before we send you on your way, we appreciate your time today.
Oh, thanks for having me. I love being here with you.
Let's take a look at our Go Bowling trivia question. What bowlers have appeared in all 9 PBA Tour Finals?
What bowlers, meaning more than one. It's only 9 years back, so I'd say Belmo and Bill O'Neal.
I think that's me. Do you like it?
That is
Normie,
you.
it's great to see you, man. Thanks so
Nice
much
to
for
see
joining
y'all
us.
too.
Legendary Norm Duke. Up here with Bowling Royalty. A couple of Hall of Famers and Randy and Normie. More coming up from Bethlehem. Welcome back to Bethlehem. Again, the Go Bowling trivia question. What bowlers have appeared in all 9 PBA Tour Finals, Randy? And the answer would be EJ, Tackett, and Simo. Belmo has qualified for all 9, but had to withdraw twice. Once because of the birth of a child, and once because of travel restrictions due to COVID. But he's back here. Watch out for Belmo, by the way. Group 2. I feel like he might have a big PBA Tour Finals.
He wants to make sure that nobody's forgotten about him. Trust me.
Who could? So let's talk about Bowl TV highlights. Grandpa's been awesome. So has EJ, Tackett. They're the top 2 in Group 1, trying to get that top seed for tomorrow.
Got that real slow start. Remember, his first shot in game 1 was an open frame, big split, but man, did he turn it on, like I said in the interview, 12-bagger. A little bit of carry issues there late for him in game 2. EJ did a lot of juggling there in game 2 as well, but he seems to be locked in. I think this one-game match is going to come down to who out-executes who.
488 for Tackett, and there's Graham Fott. 460 O'Neill, third, and Kyle Troop, number 4. But we'll see all 4 bowlers tomorrow as the first show, Group 1 step-ladder finals. We're about to find out in the one-game match here who is the top seed. Graham Fott told us yesterday, Randy, he was a little nervous about being in this event. First time ever in the PBA Tour Finals. He's bowled great so far.
Yeah, he really has, and what a season. And just to get to this point, just phenomenal. You know, there's a lot of discussion now about who the best left-hander on tour is, and a lot of players say it's Graham Fott. Obviously, Jesper Svensson late tried to you know, throw his own name in that hat, or in that ring rather, but Graham Fott is tremendous. He has a lot of tricks. He can do different things with a bowling ball. He can trick it up, change his ball roll, his speed. He can do a lot of things, and you give a player like that kind of talent with confidence, he's a dangerous cat.
Getting that Specto machine has paid off for Graham Fott, no question. All right, you've seen 2 games. What are your impressions so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, EJ really handled the transition quite nicely. When it looked like at the start of game 2 he was lost, he ends up piping a 5-bagger there late. So again, I think this game is just going to come down to execution. Who throws the better shots?
All right, Group 1 final here. See who that top seed is going to be. It's going to be Fott and Tackett head-to-head. One game. The winner's the top seed for tomorrow's stepladder finals in Group 1. It's coming up next from Bethlehem. Welcome back to the 2025 PBA Tour Finals on CBS Sports Network from the Lehigh Valley, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Dave, Randy, our entire crew with you again for a 9th year. The PBA proud to have Bowlers to Veterans Link as the official charity of the PBA Tour. And tonight's PBL Salute to Veterans. We welcome U.S. Marine Corporal Eric Wilmot, who served our nation for 4 years. Thank you so much for your service. To donate, go to bbl.org.
I salute you, sir.
Absolutely, protecting our nation's freedom. Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Look at that beautiful, handsome headshot of Tom Clark. The commish.
Tackett Fott head-to-head. This is going to be fun, Randy.
Yeah.
One game to see who will be the top seed, Group 1.
See that major there for Graham Fott, won. That was his first ever tour title. Classy dude, too, by the way.
Great guy.
He is a very nice man.
Back on the board this year in Delaware. Kicked off a fantastic season. He called his best by far of his career. We met with him yesterday. Starts off this group championship match.
No.
Whoa. 6-7-10 split.
Well, he started game 1 that same way with a split to start. Excuse me, 6-7-10.
Tough one. Almost got it. 7-pin stands, open frame to begin this match.
Remember, this will determine the #1 seed for Group 1 in the stepladder finals tomorrow. And that finale is the best to 2. Or, excuse me, the first to 2.
EJ. Nice.
Yeah, now he's going to finish on the left lane, and I think this is the lane that's going to be the question mark. Did it break down even more to force EJ Tackett farther in, as you see the beautiful profile of the best player for the last 3 years out on the PBA Tour, EJ Tackett. Just pure, raw power.
Different lane, different ball.
Different pattern.
Dual patterns here in Bethlehem. Big challenge. Oh, tap 10 pin.
That one got down the lane pretty easily. And what do all great champions do? They take advantage of opportunities.
First 2 out of the gate in the top seed match. Fott already on the back foot. much better. The 8th and final seed in this event. First appearance at the PBA Tour Finals.
Beautiful game. Really uses his legs. And again, all the tricks in terms of how he wants to release the bowling ball. Oh, there's a ball change. Back to the reactive resin on that left lane.
He liked it, left the 7-pin.
Just like we saw in game 1 when he threw reactive on the left lane. Really hard, late change of direction with the reactive resin ball for Graham Faw.
This event is the top 8 in PBA Tour points over the last 2 years. So Graham, awesome this year. 4th on the points list. 4 top 10s. Has a single pin spare conversion. Marshall Kent, we'll see him later today here in Bethlehem. Group 2, the polar opposite. He was great in 2024 and struggled this year. But enough total points to make the top 8. This guy does not have to worry about points. That's for sure. What a run. About to win his 3rd straight Chris Schenkel Award as Player of the Year. That's why another great shot. His first 3 of this top seed match. Belmo's done it. Well, Anthony did it twice in his great career. Mark Roth as well. 3 in a row. EJ could become the first ever next year to do it 4 times in a row.
Pretty good company. That's pretty good company.
Oh, man.
You get mentioned with those names. You've done something.
Belmo last to do it 2013 to 2015. Hey! Hey now! Late on the 7th pin. Pin action.
That 7-pin almost had the audacity to stand.
Against DJ Tackett? No.
Serious?
He's got the front 4. And there's a lucky break.
Big break. Tripping the 3-9 big. Just great balance, foul line, upper body lean. He's like, hey man, I deserve a break too. Remember last game, a couple of 7-pins, a couple of solid 8-pins. Again, watch the down lane change of direction on this shot right here.
5th frame. Nice.
Really violent.
Smokes the 1-2 pocket. But EJ hasn't missed yet. Quoted Kobe Bryant with us yesterday, did EJ. Remembers the late great Kobe Bryant saying, the job is never finished. And for EJ, it's that Tiger Woods, Kobe killer mentality that has gotten him this far. What incredible talent. Weekday morning, 6 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Don't miss former quarterback Boomer Esiason, radio personality Greg Giannotti, discussing the hottest topics in sports. Boomer and Gio.
Can I just say that I'd love to meet Boomer Esiason one day? I just think he's a cool dude. I think he's awesome.
Me too.
And what a great quarterback. Lefty, love it.
Tackett ringing 10-pin. Good shot. And the run at perfection.
6 around the 10. Right-hander's worst enemy, except for that other pin. You know which one I'm talking about, Dave?
Can we say it out loud? Or? No. I know what it is.
We'll say it.
8-pin?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. I'm not sure I can say that to you on the air.
You can say anything you want to me.
Say it.
Anything you want.
Okay. 6 for Faw. Looks for the turkey here.
Down 40. 2 more strikes can cut it in half.
It's go time for Faw.
Oh boy. Time's running out now. He really needed to strike there in the 6th and 7th to apply some pressure. And this looks like it's going to be a rout. Shaping up to look like Tackett, your 1, Faw, your 2, O'Neal, your 3, and Troop, your 4 seed. Heading into tomorrow's Group 1 stepladder finals.
2-4-7. Got that, but needed strikes. 43-pin hole here in the Group 1 qualifying top seed match. Step ladder tomorrow. 4 versus 3, winner versus 2. Winner takes on that top seed to win the group. 3 shows come your way tomorrow. 5 hours of live coverage. 5, 7, 9 p.m. New times this year for Sunday.
Wait, we're doing 5 straight hours tomorrow?
It's a big day, Randy.
5?
Yes. Get some rest of it.
When am I supposed to eat? I mean, look at me. You can tell I like to eat.
EJ, 7th frame. Wow.
Speaking of eating, that bowling ball of EJ Tackett is feasting on the 1-3 pocket. Max score now, Graham Faw looks like 40, 70, 236. EJ Tackett going at 239 right now. His max score 279. You see the max scores right there. Right there.
Firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, man. Goodness. Even on a little break, too. Why not?
I mean, that's... You might look at that as a little break. I see it as a guy with that much power and speed hitting the pocket in a certain spot to where there shouldn't be anything standing.
Up by 53.
Ball change for Graham on the right. That's reactive. Look at that thing come sideways.
6-pin, that was absolutely cooking down lane again for Faw. Big time ball speed and rev rate.
Watch this ball reaction. Oh, goodness. Wow.
That would look good on the Specto, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
Graham told us yesterday he's watched this event every year. Always want to be a part of it. And now for the first time on TV at the PBA Tour Finals. So he won't win this match, but still a good showing.
Still life, right? He's got to win 1 match to get to EJ.
Foundation frame for Tackett. Go by 63 in this game. On his way to being the top seed. Group 1. Wow! On the money. Again. Power and precision. That is quite a combination for this superstar. This time be the 6th three-peat of the Chris Schenkel Player of the Year all time. Little nudge in the 7-pin, not enough. One more title for 28. Mike Albee here with us this year on TV out in Reno. World Series of Bowling. He's in number 9 position now with 29 career titles.
Hey, Dave, you know what? Can you handle Graham Faw's 10th frame? Because after this shot here, I'm going to head down to the floor again.
Sure.
All right. Thanks, man.
We got you.
Thanks, buddy.
E.J. Tackett's wrapped it up. He is the number 1 seed for tomorrow's Group 1 step-ladder finals. It's the moment of the match brought to you by Pilgrims. Chicken can be boring, but Pilgrims is turning chicken nuggets upside down. I love it. You love it. Put it in a nugget. Well done by Tackett. Great showing. First ever appearance PBA Tour Finals for this guy. He left originally from Guelph, Ontario, now lives in Ohio. Two hours of practice a day. Has the key to the bowling center in Ohio. Has the Specto installed. And has turned his game around. What a season for Graham Faw. Third at the TOC. Number 2 seed. Lost to Jacob Buttriff, 234-182. Won in Delaware. Beat Butters in that event for the championship, who was number 1 seed. Blasted him by 77 pins. 9th early in the season at the U.S. Open in Indy. Lost match 1 of the prelim stepladder to the 8th seed Chris Prather that day. Tied for 3rd PBA playoffs in Allen Park, Michigan. So, wow, what a year. Super Southpaw Graham Faw.
Thank you, guys.
Nice day of bowling for Graham. 2-11 against Tackett. So E.J. rolls. And you have your top 2 seeds set for tomorrow's Group 1 stepladder final here on CBS Sports Network at 5 Eastern. We begin with Troop O'Neill. The winner takes on Graham Faw winner against the top seed in a race to 2. Determine the Group 1 stepladder winner, E.J. Tackett. Joined now by Randy.
So, E.J., man, you made that look easy. Why don't you tell the, right? I mean, right, guys? Wow. Nothing that you do surprises me anymore, just so you know. But let's talk about the fans watching on television, the fans here, why you're doing this, why you're making it look so easy. What's going on internally? What's happening mentally?
Not much. And that makes it a little bit easier. Honestly, the less you got going on upstairs, the clearer you can keep your head, the easier it is to see the things in front of you and make good shots when you do make decisions and you have confidence in that decision you make. Being a dad has definitely helped in that, I think. Give myself a little bit more patience. So thank you, Tripp, for helping Dad out. You know, and then it's at the end of the day, it's all about going out and executing a bunch of good shots.
What do you take from tonight into tomorrow?
Yeah, I learned a little bit about, you know, how the lanes broke down. So gives me a little bit of better idea tomorrow if they tend to do the same things. Obviously, Bill and Kyle will bowl first, and we'll have a whole show. It's a little bit more a normal type of show. But I did learn some stuff tonight, and hopefully that pays off, and I can go out and execute a couple good games tomorrow and get in the finals.
And what do you do tonight to decompress?
I don't know, hang out a little bit. We got a great crowd here. Perfect Game Pubs in the back. Lee and Chris have done such a great job with this bowling center. Maybe have a couple cocktails, watch the other guys bowl, and have some food, and just relax the rest of the night and get ready for tomorrow.
Thanks, EJ.
Thank you.
See you.
Well done, EJ. We'll wrap up our first show of 2 live broadcasts from here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Coming up on CBS Sports Network. Tackett tops in Group 1.
Thank
Fantastic
you so
bowling
much.
today.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, brother. Thank you.
Next season, expanded coverage of the PBA on CBS Sports begins with a World Series of Bowling starting in May, including the PBA World Championship Finals on CBS and Paramount Plus. Great news, Randy Peterson.
Yes, sir.
So excited to have fantastic PBA coverage here on CBS Sports Network, Paramount Plus, and CBS next year. A lot of hours coming the way of the viewers. It's going to be tremendous fun.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I'm a part of it. Once again, work with you and the rest of our great crew. Yeah, it's something to honestly look very forward to. It's pretty awesome.
E.J. Tackett was awesome.
Yes, he was.
In his 3 games.
Yeah, averaging just under 250 for the 3 games. And again, I mean, he's so good that nothing surprises me. And at the start of, we got something going on offside here. At the start of our Open, I said he was the player to beat. And once again, he doesn't. He doesn't disappoint. E.J. Tackett is just the best player in the world, and he's proving it each and every time he steps on the lanes.
2:58 game to wrap up the top seed. So here we go. All starts tomorrow, 5 Eastern here on CBS Sports Network. It's O'Neal Troop head-to-head, 3-4 seed, and then Graham Faw, who bowled so well against the winner of match 1. E.J. Tackett is the top seed. He'll take on the winner of match 2, trying to get to the championship show, which is tomorrow night, 9 Eastern here on CBS Sports Network. And the winner of that show in the race to 2 takes home a PBA Tour title. Gonna be a lot of fun.
5 hours?
5 hours tomorrow. 4 hours today. 9 total in our 9th PBA Tour Finals here on CBS Sports Network. So let's talk about Group 2 here. RP, Simo, defending champion. Belmo has won this event twice. Double A is a former player of the year, and Marshall Kent, finalist last year, could be a dark horse here this weekend.
Yeah, 2 players that use their thumb. The other 2 are two-handers. This is going to be another great watch. Again, the top 8 players for the last 2 seasons on tap for us throughout the entire weekend.
That's coming up next. Top of the hour here on CBS Sports Network. We can't wait to watch the second show. E.J. Tackett's going to relax a little bit with Natalie, his wife, and probably FaceTime little trip back home in Indiana.
Absolutely.
After a tremendous first
I wish
show.
I could join him.
He was absolutely awesome again. He's the top seed. He's the top player in the world. E.J. Tackett tomorrow. Group 1, number 1 seed. We'll see him on CBS Sports Network tomorrow at 5 Eastern. That wraps up the first 2 of 9 live hours of coverage from the PBA Tour Finals here from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Now for Randy Peterson, the Hall of Famer, and the entire crew. And thanks again to Norm Duke for appearing with us. It's Dave Ryan saying so long for now. Back after this break to bring you more PBA action continuing from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Group 1 leader, the player of the year, E.J. Tackett.